What is it that you seeking to do that you want all of
For
these
St.
big
Peter's,
boys to
I'll take your St. Joe's Silly game. Don't play them no more. I'll take that game.
So you calling out a lot of big dogs. What is it that
We
you
are
trying to
big
do?
dogs.
Okay.
We are the Bulldogs.
So this is what you want to show. What's going on? I sense something that you're trying to make a statement. What is
my
this?
statement is I'm willing to play whoever, whenever, wherever. We don't duck. No smoke. We don't turn nothing down but our collars.
Okay.
Line it up. So I don't want to take y'all off track.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
You know this new generation is real good with that computer stuff, right? So all that stuff you just said, somebody gonna jump on it. And you remember how West Orange did Baby Shark?
Later.
Baby Bulldog, like you better watch it. You know?
Little puppy.
The difference between me is this. I like that little puppy. The little puppy that cut a little scrappy. Let me get him, right? Let me get him, right?
Keep it a buck. We here in the studio.
A lot of these offers don't be that real, so it's not committable.
That feel like when everybody's getting their turn and it's not yours. Godfather, New Jersey. You
Powerful man. I ain't gonna brag, but that's what they said. I ain't say that.
We're back.
Yes, we are, man. Yeah. This is that time of the year. The numbers are getting shorter.
Playoffs.
Everybody headed home. Few people headed home on vacation. Certain people still standing. Nostradamus here, hitting all the predictions right. Only thing in Newark standing right now, huh?
Only one standing tall and strong.
Okay, big baddie.
Until Thanksgiving. Because now they sitting there prepared. They got a month to prepare for you.
Hey, I'm gonna just keep it a buck because I'm on a bucky. So, week wait, you better hope they lose this game. I'm just saying from your standpoint because it won't be a Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's supposed to came early. You know, you supposed to handle your business. You didn't. You talked all that smack. You know who I'm talking to.
Bagel Boys.
But called me bad body.
He called you bad body?
I said if I'm bad body, you got to be bad plays. So
and this is before the loss.
This is right before the loss. 1 week. This is how God play. He don't play with his
shit.
He don't play with his strongest soldiers. You know what I'm saying? And I told you had bad plays, right? I told you had bad plays, and you scored 14 points.
Ooh, bring us home.
So
who did they play?
Weekway played
Butler.
Butler. Yeah. Butler beat them 21-14. So now I got to come clean up your mess.
Oh, so y'all got Butler.
I get Butler now.
Okay.
Yo, you remember that episode of Different Strokes when the Gooch wrapped the bat around Arnold's neck and Willis went out there and the Gooch fucked Willis around too? Don't go out there and let Roxbury,
no.
screw you out.
We're getting out ahead of ourselves. Roxbury doing everybody.
Nah, Roxbury got Irvington, but we're going to get to that.
Okay.
Tyson, you should be at practice now. You ain't got nothing else to do. But Shabazz right now, so no, Weekway. Okay, Weekway. Weekway, no, real talk, all funniness aside, Weekway was in the game with them, banging out. I felt like Butler controlled the clock, controlled the ball, got first downs, couldn't get off the field on third downs. And they did what they wanted to do as far as control the ball, control the clock, move the ball. You know what I'm saying? The thing is,
kept the offense off the field.
you gotta get them. You gotta get them off on third downs. Got to. You know. And that's what happened with Weekway. I in my heart, straight up, like no funniness. It was I was joking before, but Weekway was the better team. Weekway knew they was the better team. I knew Weekway was the better team. When I saw the game, when I watched the film, I said, not the Weekway film with them, but prior, I was watching Butler. I was like, there's no way they could play with Weekway. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes, my man, the offensive coordinator, you would get in games, and then we dumbing out. It's got to be more than one player. You understand what I'm saying? Weekway got a team full of talent, but they rely on one person. That's the difference between us and them. And that's what I saw all along. Like, and no not, y'all beat people, y'all beat them dominantly. Like y'all controlled them, whooped them. But I always told y'all is what? You never played anyone. to get resistance, right? And the moment you get some resistance, you don't know how to react. You get what I'm saying?
You see your own blood. You never have to see your own blood.
So if you're looking forward to Thanksgiving, 9 times out of 10, you probably won't see us because you'll be seeing the freshmen.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're going for a state title.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, shout out to Big Baz and Week where you did a thing. You ran it till you know.
So I mean, what I see with that, and to what Nas is saying, there's a beauty in having some real close games, maybe even losing one, because you find out your character in those things, right? And what happens many times is human beings, we're creatures of habit. So what'll happen is when you're in a situation you haven't been in, you go to what you know works, right? And like your whole playbook can go out the window. I mean, we've all been, I'm a coach, you're a coach, we've all done it at a time. And you get to a point you only remember 2 plays, and that's the 2 plays of the person that you think is going to get you out of this. But say if you've been there before, then your staff gets to get on, yo, what was you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, okay. So now you work yourself to where you're ready in that moment where you're pushed, because they've been 50-0 everybody. So that's called adversity. At that point, panic sets in. Panic sets in amongst the kids because they ain't seen nobody keep it close at this point in the game, and some of the coaches. So
Yeah,
I
but
think it's an honest mistake.
If I give the ball to Shady and he just break mad tackles and score, did that make you a good offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
No. That kid is doing exceptional stuff on the field. That's just what that is.
And you smart enough to give it to him.
I'm gonna say you got to continue to do
So
it.
now, like I told little buddy, there's no way you're gonna beat me with 2 tight ends and 3 backs across. It just don't happen like that. This ain't little league. Okay, wait.
You ain't seen him yet. You better slow down.
Bro, I don't need to see. I'm past you. So
I'm already home.
I'm home.
We shoot at the same basket. What is it that I'm missing?
So look, shout out to Tom's River North. They advanced to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Tom's River North holding it down. A big shout out to Union City. Union City knocked off West Orange.
Yeah, Union City is actually starting to.
And just Jazia Zealous, game-winning interception.
Nice.
Balling.
Shout
Shout out to you, Jaja. Was healthy all year. Whenever he healthy, he gonna do what he do. So shout out to Jaja. Montclair knocked off Watchung by 3. You know what I'm saying?
Hills 24-21.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Bubba leading the way again. You know what I'm saying? And made it to the state finals.
And now Montclair has PCTI.
And
Yeah.
PCTI they bumping everybody off.
Yeah.
PCTI, you guys are that work.
Absolutely. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out
They're
to
still
y'all.
undefeated. They're one of the only teams that are still undefeated.
They knocked off Union.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stretching the boys, they got rid of them. Irvington got knocked off by Roxbury.
Surprised. I'm surprised with that. I thought Everton was going on a run.
We all did. So Tyson, you could be at practice, okay, with Brick City. Fair enough. You don't have anything else to do. All love. Shout out to Irvington. You know, I just gotta shoot my shot sometimes, right?
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, you said that. I don't know how kind they take to that, but I know last week on the show, you threw out an open invite to St. Peter's. Irvington might want some smoke too.
They
keep
don't want no
talking like
smoke.
that.
On mothers. All jokes aside, I'm calling out right now. If this is what you want to do, West Orange, Irvington, Union City, I'm willing to play all of them. And only one to play out of them 3 is probably Union City. Will Valdez, he about that life. You feel me?
Irvington the player. Smoke say he want the smoke. I'm gonna talk for him.
His name is just Smoke.
No pun intended.
No funniness. But the real thing is, like I'm hearing this, because we Group 1. So nobody want to line up with a Group 1, because if you lose the Group 1, you're done. If you lose the Group 1, you probably won't even make the playoff.
Nah, you should. Because y'all get points if you win, but they don't really get much if they, that's what it is, okay.
I'm still stuck.
Well, how you offset that?
They could talk about next year. I'm still talking about this year. I'm being humbled enough. I got to still talk about this year because I'm still fighting.
Playing.
Yeah,
I'm still fighting. So I deal with all that later. But if they really want to play, line it up. We willing to play y'all. And St. Peter. Shout out to Coach Richie Hansen. If you really want to play, we can line it up. That's a fact.
Okay.
All right. So you got that. So up next is Big Malcolm, ex Shabazz.
Before you do it.
Shout out to my man, Mine.
Yeah, man, because y'all put my man to sleep.
No.
But yo, you had a historic year.
Amazing.
Again, not Mange, man. I want to shout out because that's a program that was kind of on the Hudson Catholic route where like they barely can field the team before he got there. And
doing his thing,
to
bro.
take it there
doing
to
his
get to that with y'all, because you know y'all got a bigger talent pool to pull from as well.
Bro,
like,
they
you know what I'm
got
saying?
hitters coming back.
Yeah.
Word is bond. They got
Yeah, man,
Shout out
Mines,
to
man.
number 3. I don't even know who you are. I don't know your name, but that kid is a real deal. He gonna be back. When he said I'm a junior, I said, oh, I gotta deal with you again. So he comes back. Maj, they tried it. Came out, kicked the onside, got the ball right back.
Oh, he tried to jump on you. I spoke to him. I said,
did.
yo,
He jumped
before
on.
the show came, I said, yo, don't take it personal. Nas ain't gonna put a 50 ball up. He just put like, yeah, I love Nas, laughing out loud, whatever. So when he kept it that light, I always fear them dudes that don't come back. I said, oh, they must got something planned. So they try to jump right on.
Tried it, and I'm like, whoa, I'm like, nah, let's get this back together. So Shabazz took off on him, all up top, dropped him. He tried it. Shout out to Monch. But I love what he doing. But I can't take away from like guys like Nas Oliver. He properly playing well. You know what I mean? He's very strategic.
So let's talk about that, man. Like
he was
what was last year? What was the record last year this time?
Like 4-5, something like we was down bad, 5-4. I think whatever it was. The principal, like she said, shout out to Ms. Buckman, shout out to Kelowna AD. They've never been this far since they've been in high school.
Since who?
Since the principal and the athletic director was in high school.
They were
working in a high school.
Were they there under the last regime? I mean, before Grant
Grant them.
Okay.
Came after that.
Okay.
So this is the first time they ever went this far.
Okay.
And we don't plan to stop now. But just to see how they jump on, support us, school supporting us, superintendent supporting it. We get fans out of the woodwork now, old politicians.
Oh, yeah, they come out.
No, everybody's showing up now. And they dictating too. This is Newark for you. Shout out to the city. But last week I wasn't able to shout out this kid, and I got to shout him out. And I don't know if we probably already welcomed him to the party, but Zayden McDonald, all right? Zayden McDonald was a transfer from Pope John, right? Brick City kid. Outside backer, strong safety, DN, played tackle one time in the game, fullback, tailback, wide receiver. Since the playoffs start, touchdown every game. Touchdown every game, sacks, numbers don't lie. Kid is definitely probably going to be the first 5-star ever come out of Malcolm X Shabazz.
What grade is he?
He's a 2026 kid. A dog. Got all of, he get
5 stars, huge, bro. That's like
He's
huge.
different. He's different.
They give like 20 of those out
I know.
in the whole country.
He's one of them.
That's
If
huge.
not close to it. That's how deep I go with him. Pause. Kid is definitely a stud on defense. Make sacks, intercept. Like he sacks, interceptions, like he do this all in a game and then score a touchdown. Block, make all the blocks. Don't care. Fake punt, go to him. So shout out to Zayden McDonald. I missed you last week because but every week you do this, and it's like obviously like kind of like bragging on my own kids. It's tough to do, but he deserves his shine. So shout out to them. So that's all I got for public right now. So PCTI face off with Montclair for the finals. Shabazz versus Butler for the finals Friday night on my birthday, November the 10th, 7 p.m. at Butler. Make sure y'all there. I'm undefeated on my birthday.
How many times you played on your birthday?
All the time with Brick City. I clap shit.
Okay. All right.
So I'm looking at that to be the birthday gift, of a lifetime.
And that game would send you guys where?
To the final
So
four.
what this is like a sectional game.
Sectional championship. So back in the day, you win a sectional, it'd be a whole bunch of sectional champions.
Yeah, and
Now they let
those
all-
would be called state champs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they ran with that.
Yeah.
So it's ring and jacket time, about.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so that's all we got for the Publix right now.
Okay. Northern Highlands is playing Ramapo on that side. I think
that's
that's a
huge.
big game.
That's a huge game.
That's
shout
Yo,
out-
last year that was one of the best games of the season, like to the last second too, man. Yeah, little Grusso over there playing quarterback. They got another quarterback in the
Wow.
This pop.
Hey, yo,
Just giving
yo,
out
and
quarterback.
Union City played Phillipsburg.
Oh yes.
Phillipsburg tough forever.
Always,
Yeah.
and they got to go down there and do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I believe in Will Valdez. I'm throwing to you up. You see that? I'm throwing to you up. Fly Boys, Lamar McKnight. It's hard to beat.
Okay. Well, shout out to y'all. Union City, go down there and do what you got to do. All right. So now you're ready to move on to
Let's get it.
where y'all want to start? Let's start Group 3. Let's start with Group 3 real quick.
It's your show.
Okay.
All right. DePaul versus St. Mary's Rutherford. That was
Landslide.
a lot to a little bit. What was the score?
Well, this is what happens this time of the year for DePaul.
Yeah,
You know
it's their
what I
time. They battle all year long. They battle tested, right? And then they go play these guys in Group 3. They ready to go.
And I believe like St. Mary's, in back in the original days, like they were like Group 1 with
Patterson Catholic.
Queen of Peace and all of
Patterson
them, right?
Catholic.
Yeah.
Patterson Catholic and St. Mary's used to bang out. It's crazy that y'all say this. I just was watching St. Mary's play Butler on film. You feel me? I had to watch their game, so they actually played them, and Butler beat them.
This year?
Clapped them.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
All
yeah,
right.
so I expected DePaul to have their way with them.
Yeah, we all took DePaul.
Like even last year on the show, we kind of like we didn't talk about it because we knew it was gonna be Red Bank and DePaul. But it's interesting this year because you've been bringing up this team, right? This St. Thomas Aquinas team, right? So. You know me. You always got to show me, right? 'Cause
Right.
to me, I'm like, whatever. You always got to show me.
Right.
Now you get a chance to show me, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you, DePaul about what they say.
Smoke their boots.
Yeah.
Listen, I think that you have a chance, St. Thomas Aquinas, to show who you are. I personally, when we get there, I'll talk about who I'm going to go with. But
Disposed of conveniently.
I think St. Thomas has what it takes to show up.
right.
That's it. It's called gas and a driver.
It's going to be at their school. Well, we'll get there when we get to that
Okay.
part. Oh, you don't want to just do it now? We can just do it now. What you
Why
want to do?
not?
All right. Well, first I want to take tabs on what we had from last week. So
Let's
that's
do it.
that. We
That's
all
the
got
group
one. Group 3. So go ahead.
You want to? All right, go ahead. Because I was gonna say do Red Bank and because it's only two.
Yeah,
right?
it's only two.
Go.
Right. So Red Bank Catholic was on a bye last week. So they
Right.
didn't. So
So
that's
that's
it.
it.
So okay, DePaul is playing St. Augustine. Who you going with?
No.
St.
Thomas
Sorry,
Aquinas.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
I'm going with DePaul.
DePaul.
I'm gonna go with DePaul. I'm sorry, St. Thomas Aquinas. I want to go with her.
Why you sorry because they beat Hillside?
No, I mean they beat Hillside 10-3. That's why I'm saying
What?
that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I can't do it. They
See?
undefeated, so
See?
that's why I've been giving y'all props because you're undefeated. But now you got to show up and play somebody.
We smoked their boots.
Okay,
How about Nikki putting up 63
that's
on
yeah,
that offensive side?
yeah.
You need to?
Yeah, he 37 short of 100.
Oh, nah.
All right.
And I'm gonna tell you, like, this is the thing that people used to be jealous of St. Peter's for back in the day, right? Because St. Peter's used to play in the league over there in Hudson County.
Delbarton.
Yeah, and they, and
Union City.
kids would get some real good highlights film against Lincoln and the likes of those guys. Like St. Peter's was a national team, you know what I'm saying? And then they have that week there, and your film will look crazy because we all know at the end of the day, bro, like those competitive game and playing in the toughest league, that shit is all cool, but it can hurt you sometime because we
banged
get
up.
graded hard. You banged up. The coaches want to see stuff that they're not taking into consideration. Hey, coach, you're seeing that from the other kid because he don't play nobody.
Right.
And we're playing against other
Exactly.
college kids every week.
Yeah.
Right? So this is a great time. No. This is to me the benefit of going to a DePaul, which used to be a benefit, and going to St. Peter's before they got ambitious with the schedule is you get those games to show what you look like compared to the rest of the country when you're playing against similar competition.
Right.
In times like this, right? So
Why Will Valdez? I'm trying to figure out why Union City stopped playing prep then. Because I know he about that life. I'm trying to figure that out.
how long
But
he been there?
He been there for a minute. So what I'm going to say to y'all is this. For all the parochials, for all the big group 5s, group 4s, if you want a punching bag to try to punch on, come see me. Come punch on me. Pause.
Oh gosh. Okay, Shabazz. There's an open
Come push on
invitation.
us.
There's an open invitation for anybody who wants to
Anybody
play
want smoke?
Shabazz
Anybody
next
want
year.
smoke? Holler at us, and we open.
I mean, the
Pause.
group fours may, and group threes, they may feel like you
won't.
got to get past what you got to get past first, but get to them.
Clap them. I take the place of Hudson Catholic for y'all in y'all schedules. For everybody who be beating up on Hudson Catholic, I take that.
So let me ask you, man, because what is it that you seeking to do that you want all of
For
these
St.
big
Peter's,
boys to
I
come?
take your St. Joe's silly game. Don't play them no more. I take that game.
So you calling out a lot of big dogs. What is it that
We
you
are
trying to
big
do?
dogs.
Okay,
We are the Bulldogs.
so this is what you want to show. What's going on? I sense something. I sense something that you're trying to make a statement. What is
My
this?
statement is I'm willing to play whoever, whenever, wherever. We don't duck. No smoke. We don't turn nothing down but our collars.
Okay.
Line it up. So I don't want to take y'all off track.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
You know this new generation is real good with that computer stuff, right? So all that stuff you just said, somebody gonna jump on it. And you remember how West Orange did Baby Shark?
Later.
Baby Bulldog, like you better watch it. You know?
Little puppy.
The difference between me is this. I like that little puppy. The little puppy that cut a little scrappy. Let me get him, right? Let me get him, right? The thing what I'm into is this though. It's like this, right? I didn't jump in this just to be average. I didn't jump in this just to beat up on people, right? I want to play whoever's real. My goal is to show people that you don't have to run to the private schools. You can go to a public school like Shabazz and beat them. Now, right? Next year, I'll be coaching the freshman level. Okay? I'm dying to play a whole big North schedule in freshman football. And I'll show you what your future going to look like.
All right. Well, there we go. Open invitation once again.
I'm gonna tell you what an old timer told me. That brave motherfucker always lived. That coward always lived to tell how that brave motherfucker died.
The only thing I would tell you is this: I never lied to y'all. Yet you called me Nostradamus when we stepped on. Obviously, you said that for a reason.
He said I ain't lying.
I mean, I know something that.
Yeah, I feel like you talking real good. That's why I'm like, what's all this about? Because you talking real
You said the freshmen too, and we already know.
Because my incoming freshman is crazy.
I already know.
And then my 25 and 26 class is just as good as anybody else's.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. Colleges holler at me, get into them.
Back to group 3.
True.
Okay. So Immaculata played Holy Spirit and Holy Spirit won 36-33.
Oh, by 3.
So yeah, by 3. So RBC, Red Bank Catholic, plays Holy Spirit this week.
Okay.
So who do we got on that? I'm going
Red Bank
RBC.
Catholic. Red Bank Catholic.
Red Bank Catholic.
New news dropping. We got, we welcoming a Red Bank Catholic baller to here I go. To the Keep It a Buck family.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that's that guy. What's his name? Say his name.
Devin? Yeah, beast.
Welcome.
Pitt getting a good one.
Okay. All right. So now that we've done group 3, that's it. They're done. We can go. Let's go. Donovan Catholic versus PC. So the score for that was 31-28.
So I'm gonna I'm usually last, but I'm gonna get this out the way right away. Paramus Catholic could have and should have won that game, right?
Far.
And here's the thing, right? Paramus Catholic lost that game the same way, damn near, that they lost the St. Peter's game. You know what I'm saying? In the last second, they caught a penalty which put Donovan Catholic in field goal range.
And
ball game.
That was it.
That, remember he said it's a game of inches. But one step too slow, one step too fast, you don't quite make it. That's what it was, man. They could have had that game.
Shout out to my guy Catino and all the seniors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn, it's over already.
So, yeah,
it's so crazy to watch the kids.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I did want to take time just to shout out the seniors that we talk about. I will say
Dearly departed.
Makai Catino.
We are gathered here.
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Kenyon Massey.
That's what you read obituary.
No,
That's
not.
what this is,
I'm
obituary.
saying, go ahead. This is your senior year. Your season is now completed. Go out and focus on the next step. That's
right.
it.
Next
I'm giving them focus on the next step. Now it's time for college. Now it's time for what you do on your off season is how your season goes. So it's time. Look at it look, you got a head start. Do what you got to do. You should see your trainer tomorrow.
You talking slick. You said they got a head start?
She a football mom now. So
head start?
Listen, Do it. Now you on to the next level. That book is closed already. And shout out. I hope you go back and look at your career, at your high school career, and you enjoy and you take a minute to like breathe in, breathe out. Now, open book. Next chapter. Go do what you got to do on the next level.
That's right.
All right. So that's PC. St. Peter's Prep. We want to go there. St. Augustine.
Hey, look. This is what I want to say to everybody that's at the prep, my prep family. I apologize the way I was on you guys all year long. I called it though. That 1-9.
1-9.
I've been saying 1-9.
You
but
did.
in my heart though, I was. It's a confession time. I did say in church when you you got to give your testimony.
Yeah.
This is my testimony. I love y'all. For the kids that feel like they getting impatient, don't know what's about to happen, stay put. They'll figure it out. Coaches, get your shit together. You know, you got to be able to look yourself in the mirror, understand where you went wrong at, where you started off going wrong at, and what you was trying to chase. And then you got to be real with yourself. That's how you move forward, pick yourself back up. I don't think prep have a bad team, right? I don't think they have a bad up-and-coming class. When I saw the freshmen play, I was like, holy crap, they got work. I was a little more nervous, but being honest with you, right? You know what they got? They got pieces. You could win with pieces. Mm-hmm. You just need to know how to put your pieces together, right? Pick the pieces back up. Show that you're a big man, Coach Hansen. Show that you able to lead, because you are. All right? It shows as a man, you pick the pieces back up and you run with it. Show that you got it. That's all. So God bless you, and no hard feelings. I just want you to know I was hurt. All right? I'm going to keep it a buck. And
It makes sense now.
It
makes sense. I was going to say that. It sounds like you're being
the realest you ever wrote.
Yeah.
So I just want y'all to know this. It was no pun intended to the kids. I love y'all. Haas, love you. Speedy, love you. All my guys that's there, I love y'all. You know, Hunter, love you. The thing is, King, I love you. But you got grown men that, you know, when you start playing around with games, you got to just look yourself in the mirror and be true to yourself and who you are to say, yo, look, it was my fault. Let me get this back right.
Shout out to Xavier Williams on a great season.
Absolutely.
On a great season.
Yeah, one hell of a season at PC.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think he averaged like 10 yards a carry.
Yeah.
You know, we don't talk about him enough on this show.
No, we do talk about him enough.
I was told we don't, right?
No, we're talking about enough. What he needs is keep it a buck line.
Carol Deal.
Yeah, that's what
All right.
That's all it was.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to you, Xavier Williams.
Shout out to you.
You are,
you know, because if we're going to talk about, you know, good running back play.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
No, he definitely.
Absolutely,
He's
absolutely.
the third best running back in the Big North, I was told.
Mm.
Like stat wise, we want to go stats.
Stat wise,
Okay.
I get it.
That's interesting, and it's great, honestly, because there's plenty of times you were advocating for him to get the ball more. So imagine if he did that. You know,
I don't think they'll ever make him a featured guy. I think that
he's 2025, right?
Yeah.
next year.
Okay.
Next year.
All right. Well, shout out to you, Xavier Williams. All right. So, Seton Hall Prep and St. Joe's McCutcheon.
Clap him. Got rid of him.
Another
Shout out to
landslide.
Seton Hall. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do, Seton Hall.
Oh, overkill. That was overkill.
Good job.
I wasn't even taking our tally. Hold
Seton
on.
Hall
So,
ready. Seton Hall
what
ready.
did we did. So Seton Hall, we all went Seton Hall Prep.
We did?
Yes.
All right.
No, you
I picked
did.
Joe's, right?
Yeah, hold on. I almost gave
How you do that?
Because I wanted to
You said you was trying to give him some.
I was trying to give him motivation.
ammo.
That's what I did. I really wanted to see Hall of one.
All right.
All right, well, you don't
I
get
go
points
against
for
Jalen
that.
McClain.
Well, you did. You don't get no points for
I
that.
go against Jalen McClain now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, Seton Hall Prep quarterback, Liam.
Liam.
You're that dude, dog.
Yeah, he went 11 of 17 for 251 yards.
Is that dude.
Yeah.
And I love his confidence and his cockiness. He like, I'm back.
And he's back. So shout out to Liam.
Shout out to St. Joe's McCutcheon's quarterback also, Daniel DeGanaro.
Okay,
Sorry if I chopped that up.
What'd he do?
9 of 17 for 265 yards.
What was the final score?
61-20.
All right, God bless you.
Give me just get
God
away.
bless you, brother.
He on one
yo.
eyes because Big Bass won. We just gotta make sure.
Don't do it. I had Butler call up on Tuesday.
We just gonna make sure that this energy stays all the way through to the championship. That's all I'm gonna say.
Feet up.
And on Thanksgiving game.
I hope you did that.
Freshman game.
I believe in Nas Oliver. Whatever sound he tell me, I believe it.
I watched film.
Wait, so where we?
Next
Who we
one.
did? Okay, yeah, we all took St. Augustine. I'm trying to make sure our tally's right because we gonna get a winner of this playoff thing. I'm gonna keep real good
Took St.
tally.
Augustine against who? Who
Against-
we all took.
Oh,
we
you
all-
took part?
okay.
last
No,
week.
all right, last
Last
week.
week.
Okay.
I took St.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Augustine.
make sure that I
Got
keep
it. All right.
score for last week so that at the end of the whole thing, we'll see which one of us.
Man, I got a confession, man. We really gonna keep the score? Like, I be picking stuff I really don't believe in.
Well,
Like,
then
I
you
can hit every game 100%. I'm gonna be real.
Well,
Agendas when I pick against
you
certain
better-
teams.
the agenda better be to
like-
win now, because
If we put money in the jar, I swear I'll squash out. I swear I'll be knowing these games, bro. If we start putting money in the jar,
we
take
started
all.
last week.
I will
Next week.
smash
Start
out.
next week.
No,
Start
we
next
started
week.
last week. I already started saying sorry. No, it is what it is.
It's this week.
Yeah, not the awful laughing. You want to forget that.
I will not bet how I care about people
Okay,
thinking about
exactly.
it.
That's
And
what
I'll tell you.
That's what it be, how
Playoffs
people
started
think,
last
you know?
week. We going
I guess.
If I keep picking against you, I'm like, let me give him one. Even though I know they
that
let me
time
pick
is
I be
over.
doing
It's
dumb
playoff
stuff
time.
like that. Watch this head.
Go hard or go home.
But to the crowd, let me let y'all know something. If y'all really want to know what I really know, listen to what I say leading up to my pick. Because I give you the breakdown of who should win. And then I'll just pick something so they feel good.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. You better pick the win, because I'm coming to win. All right, so Bosco versus Pope. Logan Bush, 22 carries, 104 yards.
But I gotta shout out my guy Dom Gaston. Coach, man, I salute you, dog. You know, I've been giving you props all year long. Obviously, you could tell a difference from me separating from St. Peter's, and not to bring up prep now, but and then me separating from Pope John. You can see there's no malice, no nothing, right? Because it was like 100. You feel me? We separated on good terms, no BS. I still root for Pope John. If y'all know this, y'all see this all year long. Don Gaston, he at one point he could have inherited one of the best football teams in the state of New Jersey. Had he had all of those kids believing what he was about to bring there, and if those kids would have stayed at Pope John probably be the #1 team in our state right now. That's a fact. And a lot of y'all know that. I've been calling that. I called that out 3 years ago. That's a fact. But for him to be even in mention or being knocking off the teams, he knocked off DePaul, PC.
PC?
Yeah, he knocked off PC too.
Who's
and then
PC?
knocked off Seton Hall Prep
Who are they?
at that time. You gotta look at it. So at one point, Pope John was considered the bottom feeders, right? And then they're watching the game. I never even known that they never led ever in life playing.
What you mean?
They've never had a lead on Don Bosco ever.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
Ever? Like in the history?
In the history of the school.
Oh.
And they were leading Don Bosco.
Yeah, 17,
You
14.
know what I'm saying? So they ended up losing, what, 28,
28, 14.
14? Something like that.
28,
17.
28, 14.
17.
Oh, 17, sorry.
28,
Yes,
17.
yes, 17.
So they was in the game. They just, quarterback, I ain't gonna say he didn't come to play that day. He did come to play. Obviously, he just made a couple bad little mistakes here and there with the interceptions that he did throw. But Pope John was in that football game. And it showed, hopefully, Coach could build off that, because now, next year, is Pope John class. That's their team next year. So they're going to give a lot of people hell next year. You could best believe that.
So I can't let you do that.
Go ahead.
You know, because if you're going to acknowledge that, then you got to acknowledge that next year's Bosco's team too. And this is one of the worst Bosco teams they've had in the history of their program, right? So we got to have all things fair and even, right? Because Bergen is still in that league, right? Bringing most everything back. Joe's is still there, bringing mostly everything back. St. Peter's, a lot of that comes back too.
What?
Right? St. Peter's. You just named the Hunter kid. You just they got the safety that's been doing really good there. They got the Sahaj. Like
They lose all the linemen.
Okay, got that right. Paramus Catholic. They should, and I'm not saying they'll be better than Pope John, but what I am saying is this:
No.
You giving credit, but
Pope
you won't
John,
give it to nobody
Pope
else.
John owns PC.
You got that. But I'm pointing
Don't
out.
ever mention PC
You know
with
what
Pope
I'm saying?
John, though. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
Please don't do that.
But what I'm saying is you got to show love to the other teams too.
I do.
You find a reason to
I
call
show
for Pope.
love to all other teams. I'm not giving Rousseau no love with that no more. He got to prove to me that he could do something.
Okay,
He's
so
been
what's your
losing
thoughts on Seton Hall prep next year? Caden Davis, KJ.
Shout out to Seton Hall.
All right.
So next year is going to be interesting all the way around the board. You brought up something. It's the 2025 class. And to be honest with
Jersey
you,
is strong
the
throughout the state in
2025
25.
the 2025 class is just phenomenal. Like, shout out to Brick City, Silk City, the kids from that came over, Madawan. Those programs, right? Those programs were the programs that were winning championships when they were in youth football. And I know a lot of people say, youth football doesn't go over and transfer to high school, but they're showing it's a lot of the top names are those kids. So yes, Pope is going to have some of that. Bosco's going to have some of that. Seton Hall may have a little bit of it. Joe's going to have it. Bergen, they have some few still. So you're going to get that.
Man, let's just call it what it is.
So it's going to say that next year is just going to be a sight to see.
I've been getting pressure from some Bergen faithful for a few years now to say that Bergen has separated themselves from everybody. And I said, you got to, win 3 in a row to have a dynasty, blah, blah, blah. We're watching Bergen is separating themselves from the crowd. Like, it's becoming Bergen,
and then
whoever here, and then everybody else.
The reason why I pulled them a little bit because of the 2025 class. They don't have that many of those kids that I was talking about in 2025.
But you don't really need it when you got a few 26s and 27s.
Exactly.
Like, you don't need that.
When you got Quincy, 25.
He's 25, right?
The quarterback, right?
25.
Oh, yeah, he's 25 too.
Naeem Parrish.
25.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
They
So they got their
Yeah,
2025 too. Okay.
do.
So there you go. All the way around.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, it's still the same. Like, it ain't nobody new time. Bergen's gonna be there. So, if you're making the point to say they taking the steps in the right direction from a dead program, all day, fact. You know what I'm saying? But this you gotta respect Big Brother's still out there, bro. Big Brothers are still out there, and like I said about Delbarton.
Yeah, that's good for. You
need that win.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah. You need, you got to get that program defining win, right? So
I got you.
And it ain't PC, it ain't Seton Hall prep this year.
Not
and
right.
It ain't,
God bless you,
it ain't those teams this year.
All right, so we
it ain't no
let me
PC.
see if we went through everybody. We did Donovan Catholic PC. Oh, Notre Dame and Paul 6.
No.
So
Paul knocked them off.
So Paul 6 won. We all took Notre Dame.
That's because we ain't know
51-41. You're right. We weren't really familiar, but it was a game. 41-51.
And there was some big yardage in that game, right?
So Matt Murad, 32 carries.
What college is he going to?
36 yards.
Where's he going to?
Is he going
Rutgers.
to
Rutgers.
5 touchdowns. So that was amazing. And then on top of that, Dom Santiago, 10 carries, 105 yards, and 1 touchdown. Okay, so that's all for that one school. 441 yards running.
Yeah.
Like I was clear and transparent that I didn't know enough about the teams to pick them. But I'm gonna tell you though, for that Notre Dame thing.
I never liked him. I never trusted him.
I never liked him. I never trusted him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yo, you funny, bro.
So Paul Six goes on, and they move on to play Bergen Catholic next week. We're gonna get into that
God
in
bless
a
you, Paul.
second. So we don't. Nobody gets points for that one. All right. So I think that we went through. Seeing how person. Yep, we went through everybody. So now on to this week. So
Who's our game of the week this week?
well, we're gonna go through these and then
Okay.
we'll talk about it. So Bergen Catholic versus Paul Six. I'm just gonna say
Bergen.
Landslide.
Landslide.
times 3.
Bad. Yeah, good.
Now, what I will say is, I do think they're gonna score.
Who gonna score?
Who gonna
Paul
score?
Six.
Against who? The freshman?
Bergen Catholic.
He's like, nah, I gotta call the burger, right? And they wanted to straighten some things out with me because I had made the. I'm like, yo, the yardage. PC was like equal in yardage.
Yeah. They said because they didn't play at the halftime.
Yo, they said the whole Bergen team went and got dressed. They was in street clothes at halftime.
It's eating TV dinners.
So I'm like, that might be the
So
case
that might
again.
be the case again. All right, well,
The
do what you
Bergen
gotta
Cats
do.
is ruthless. Like, yo, they
gonna call you on everything,
to fix
bro.
that, bro. Like, no, it wasn't close to nothing.
Right.
The game was over at half.
They said, yo, Lenny, he keep talking numbers, and then he don't even know what he's talking about because the numbers they ain't play at the halftime.
Oh,
You
man.
remember it was 42-7.
Yeah.
And remember, I'm like, yo, how, right? Look at the numbers, right? Yeah, so
That's
they
how.
made sure, interrupt my day
Right.
to make sure that I
shout out
understood the
to
numbers.
the Bergen crew. Like they show up every week.
Bergen
We know
faithful.
they're watching.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So St. Augustine versus Donovan Catholic. So I'm not really familiar with St. Augustine. They do score a lot. I guess looking at their history, they score a
I
lot.
think they played earlier in the season.
Did they play each other?
You think so?
Let me get to it.
All right. This might be a rematch.
Go
All right,
ahead,
so here we
we'll
go.
check it out.
So for me, you said Donovan squeaked out with PC. Y'all trying to see if they played?
I'm with it.
Okay, you good.
It had to be a tight game, if anything. So Donovan squeaked out with PC, and then these guys beat St. Peter's. I gotta go with they beat St. Peter's that good, and then PC banged out with Donovan. So I'm going with St. Augustine. Upset in the making, if that's what you call it.
You like St. Augustine?
Yeah. I bet y'all won this one.
St. Augustine. All right, go ahead.
So did they play? Did they play?
Yeah, they did play. No, it's a playoff game. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, they did. It was 21-16. Donovan Catholic. Yeah, Donovan Catholic won 21-16.
I'm going with Augustine.
It's hard to beat a team twice.
Yep.
Then
Right.
typically Augustine scores. Can you go to?
Yep, they lost 21-16. You want to see what you want to see with St. Augustine?
Yeah.
Putting up?
Nobody
Alright,
else you can't do all that.
Yes, you can. I mean, I did it already,
So
so
then who you going with?
I'm going with.
They don't
Go
put
ahead,
up a lot
Lee,
of
you go
points.
first.
They don't put up. So like you said, it's hard to beat a team twice. This game will be at Donovan Catholic most likely.
Yeah, more than likely.
St. Augustine and St. Peter's that they did the Paramus Catholic. This is a tough one. This is gonna be a dog fight. I mean, the first one was a dog. Because of that, I'm gonna go St. Augs because they lost the first one.
Right.
And it was a competitive game,
Yeah,
which tells
tight.
you they're somewhat close in
Right.
talent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna go with them.
Let's just look at some stats real quick, and then I'll give y'all the favorable. I'm going Donovan Catholic.
Hey, Donovan.
I was gonna go St.
I'm gonna put that down. Make sure you
say Donovan. Coming into this, I said I was gonna go
TT.
St. Augustine.
All right,
All
cool.
right, I got it. All
Who
right.
we got next?
So who's next? So Joe's versus Seton Hall Prep.
Ooh,
Joe's
part
mine.
two.
Sit up there, I never liked him. I never trusted him.
And they playing at Joe's?
They're playing at Joe's, yes.
Y'all feel like it's an upset alert?
It's possible. I mean, the last time they played, it was 30-21.
I mean, TT, I'm just doing this for the public. They said you never picked against Joe's all year this year.
That's okay. That's fine. I'm going with who's this playoff time. I'm going with who's going to win. I don't care what they said.
Okay, all right. So you seen it. So look, I'm going with.
Who you going with? I'm going to win. Did you just say we was going? This is for real now.
Train playing?
Train should be playing.
Is he playing?
He's playing.
If Train not playing, I'm going with.
You can't do that.
If Train
when you
playing,
put it on the ticket, you don't know who playing till right before the team. You gotta go with what you go.
I'm gonna go with Joe's.
All right.
I think Seton Hall coming to play though.
I think so too. I do think that and fun fact, right? Seton Hall, Joe's beat Seton Hall in the regular season last year. And playoff, that's how Joe's went home last year.
From Seton Hall?
Mm-hmm. Fun fact.
I might have to go Seton Hall.
That happened last year, so this is a get back game.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. Fitz might be drawing it up.
So you're going Seton Hall Pro?
I'm going Seton Hall Pro.
All right.
Sorry, Joe. Sorry, Nate. You know, y'all, I love y'all. Train, I was going. They giving me wishy-washy whether you playing or not. So, you know, if you ain't playing, I ain't doing that again.
They won without Train the last time. Without I want to say
tough.
They also won without Nate, Train, or Javon Williams. They did. All three of them didn't play. Just so you know.
So who's playing this week? Is they playing?
They're playing.
I'm going with Joe.
You're trying to confuse the people.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
I said.
All right, I said Joe's.
All right.
Put me down.
You're gonna be scratching out stuff.
Thank you. Who you got?
I'm going Joe's. I don't care what the people said. I'm trying to win.
So
our
Keep It a Buck poll showed that at last time I looked, it was 100% of the people had picked Seton Hall Prep for this game. And I think that that's interesting because what it's showing now is the people are fed up with Joe's and the wishy-washy, talented team that doesn't play up to their talent all the time. But, I'm known as a hater in those parts. So because I usually give reasons for why they're concerning. But I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to give them any reasons now. I'm going to pick them.
Who you going
and see how that works out for them. I'm picking Joe's.
Okay, maybe that's
and I'm not saying why. And I'm not going to tell them.
Don't tell them the keys.
No keys.
Don't give them the fun fact that you feel like they should do this.
Because
they're going to say you hating. And then it come down to it. You watch the game, you be like, damn, they should have did what Lenny said.
Right.
That part.
I will say they do say that in the crowd.
That part.
So,
Lenny was right.
Well, you picked them. So hopefully maybe we just manifesting a win.
All right.
How about that?
Let's get it.
All right. Now, personally, I feel like this should be our game of the week.
Which one?
So, Bosco, Delbarton.
Yes, I like that game. I like that game.
I like that.
I think that'll be a real physical game. Interesting.
Yeah,
So our undercard game could be Shabazz versus
Butler. Okay.
I think that's huge too because and don't try to not show up if y'all lose because I know it'd be hard to call you don't pick up. You know what I'm saying?
When you win, you don't want to do the show.
You want to do the show the same night when they win, bro. They lose, you can't catch brother, bro.
Now let me say this, to
bro.
Let me say this to you. When I do win, I'm like, oh, somebody's sick. Oh, he can't do this because somebody ain't feeling well, and nobody. I be wanting to have that energy. They don't want to shoot when I want to shoot. When I win, you feel me? It goes both ways.
I mean, let us know early what y'all want to do.
I'm here for it. I'm gonna be here on time.
So we done covering the games.
Oh, we didn't pick. Who you got? Bosco, Delbarton. So you let us know in the comments who do you have, Delbarton or Bosco?
They'll be probably be state champs this year on the low.
Damn.
Could be. Whoever got to play Delby next round, we can cancel Christmas.
That's Joe's. If they beat Seton Hall Prep. Seton Hall Prep.
Joe's gonna have. That's gonna be tough, man. I'm gonna be here.
They lost already.
I'll be here for y'all. Transfer portal.
Nah. So here's the thing. Bosco plays good defense. Delbarton plays good defense. So I think this game is going to go. It's going to be up to the offense. Who's going to score?
And I think Delbarton's offense. Delbarton's
especially
offense
if Ryan Trafford back. Do we know?
Well, what Delbarton showed me the week against Joe's is it doesn't matter whether he's back or not.
That's true.
They have a good system. You can plug anybody in. Like I watched their pass game. Their pass game they run. pretty much they have the stack at the line of scrimmage with the 3 receivers, and they just throw to the back man while the 2 stand there, and then he can create, right? So you got to be a good tackler, and you got to know how to get off a block to stop that. And then with the running back, their old line is moving furniture, right? And then with the pass game, what makes their quarterback impressive to me is because he understands if it's not there, he's going to move those chains.
Yeah.
He's going to Zabrowski. I don't even remember his name because I was that impressed. You know what I'm saying? Zabrowski is going to move the chains.
Yeah.
So for me, it's I'm going with Delbarton. You know,
thing is though, if I had to
can't pick against Sabella this time of the
I
year.
understand. If I had to pick a O line to go up against Delbarton, it would be Bosco. Like Bosco has.
I get that.
Who you going with?
But you can stack the box on Bosco.
Who you going with?
Yeah, after all that talk, just get down to who you going with, right? All that talk.
I think this one could be an upset.
Yo,
I do think that Delbarton should win. But I think that Bosco
struggled with Pope. Right? You seen what Delby did with Pope, right?
Hot knife through butter.
Who you going with?
Real talk, Don Bosco don't even look like Don Bosco.
They're not down.
They haven't really. But you said Sabella finds his way.
He do. I think this is way right here. He could have went home first round, but he found his way to the second round, and he playing away. He playing on the Saturday at 1 o'clock at Del. You can't beat them. Sorry.
You going Delby too?
Piece of shit up there, I never liked him. I never trusted him.
I'm going with Delbarton.
I'm going with Delbarton too. Good.
Yo, I don't know what made you find that, but that's your thing right
No, I'll show you. I'll show you after, but go ahead.
Oh gosh. All right. So, okay. So we're going to. So since how about this? We usually don't do this.
Who y'all got on the undercard?
That's what I was gonna say. We don't usually pick on. So
we already know it's Shabazz and
Butler.
And Butler, because Nas done sold the ticket. He done invited everybody in group 4, 5, and 6 to the table next year if you want smoke.
You gotta remember this, Butler.
On this, and I go off of my heart gonna want to go with Big Bad just for the.
Go with your win.
If y'all let Butler win and I lose.
Wait. Butler beat your other favorite public school. Mm-hmm. They beat Weekway. We talked about Weekway all this whole show this year.
Yeah, nah. I'll be first. I'll be first.
Go.
I'm going with Butler, and I'm going with Butler because they clapped Weekway. They choked them out slowly. And I thought Weekway would choke out Shabazz. Averaging 50 points a game. Yeah, Weekway been averaging 50 points a game and holding people on donuts, and ran up there and got choked out.
Got coffee spilled on him.
Yeah. So I think that Nas then sold the tickets, and Butler gotta shake hands with Nas at the end of the game and say, "Get more kids." Get more kids. Get more kids.
Get a shirt made. Get more kids.
You need to get that shit Shabazz. Get more kids. You know. Yo, and they're going to send Big Brother and Little Brother to play on Thanksgiving in the Soul Bowl for all that matter. No freshman player.
No freshman player.
All right, so there we go. You know, obviously I got
Newark lit.
I got Shabazz, but damn.
This is so hard. Hold on. Let me consult with my people. Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, I get it, you know. I'm Bulldog pride, you know.
Yeah, Shabazz, I know they're gonna tell Lenny this if y'all win. And
but your man, I wanted this. This is what I was gonna say. I almost forgot. I got a coach from Cedar Grove. You're the worst.
Oh.
You report me when I put a video up and I said what I said when we smoked their boots. You report that, and then you got people thinking that we really added on new kids.
Yeah.
We did.
We explained that. Explain it again for the people.
The kids had to sit out the games because they transferred. They didn't play against them the first time. And you trying to act like that. We added kids.
Oh, he threw a temper tantrum.
So
that's a temper tantrum.
And obviously, and one thing I learned in this world, what mine is, especially with my kids, right? In football, I learned this. And my kids, they love it. They understand it. They know who their father is. So they know people going to target them, right? Mm-hmm. We played Cedar Grove in the third game of the season. The kid number 5 didn't have a catch, not one.
Kid on your team?
No, on their team.
Okay.
Not one. My son Amari, even playing in the group, everybody, oh, he playing this. He didn't give up a catch. Not a touchdown pass, but a catch all year long. The kid caught a good pass. Could clearly show you on your NJ gridiron, because they replaying and playing over again. Right? He clearly pushed off and caught a one-hand catch. It was beautiful. It's a good catch. You didn't catch a touchdown pass, and that's your only catch. And then it's like a circus out here. Like, that's whack. You know what I mean? For me, that's whack. Go show me any other catches somebody caught the pass on them. You don't post those.
Yeah, no, I mean, it'd be a lot of stuff like that. Like, I had tagged Jameer and something like that earlier this week. And you just got to know certain people, like, they come to watch you fail. You know what I'm saying? They come to watch you fail, and it comes with the territory, you know. He's a Penn State commit. So with that comes high expectations. And with that comes somebody that feel like you took something from them, you don't deserve it, and they're looking to validate that any way they can. Right? So you'll get adults that'll follow you around and look to point those things out. And that's just, as we would say on the Keep It a Buck, welcome to the party, right? Because if you're going to read the good, you got to read the bad, right? That's what Jabril told us, right? If you're going to read the good, you got to read the bad. If you don't want to read the bad, then don't read the good. But more importantly, you got to understand that there's people that's following you and they say good game every time you have a good game, and it's killing them. It's killing them to say it. Because they really came to see you bite the dust, right? And then post it and make get clickbait off of it. So welcome to the big leagues. Now my response to that is don't give them no ammo.
No, I'm okay with it. It's the thing is like, I mean, playing DB is one.
Yeah, you going
quarterback. I mean, come on, all year long. I don't care what you're playing.
Yeah,
don't give up the
you
catch.
want to understand that he's the person. You know how this is what they say, right? You're looking for clout. He the person they looking for clout.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So Amari, shout out to you. You gotta have. This is where that mental awareness, have mental toughness, and just understand that this is what it is. You're that guy.
That's telling
and then anything that happens, anybody's gonna try to.
That means son, you can't give up a catch, a pass, not a catch. That's just being honest.
Yeah, and it's unrealistic. That's an unrealistic aspect. I mean, I
exactly.
had that conversation with a mutual friend of ours. You know, commented on the catching the ball. Like, that's going to happen. You know, and if you're good, that really should happen, right? What determines if you did your job as a DB is if you hold a person below their normal output, right? You did your job. If they meet their output or more, they did their job, right?
Right.
But you're gonna give up catches. You know what I'm saying? It's inevitable.
So then with this, right? So there's like, oh, okay, I had 10 catches, 100 and some yards. I said, we counting shovel passes now.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying? Couldn't catch a pass. So a shovel pass is a catch. So they shovel passed them left and right to that until we made adjustments, and that didn't work no more. You get what I'm saying?
and there's great coaching on that coach behalf. You got to get the ball in the hands of your best player.
Salute, but I'm going with Shabazz. Who
Because
you
some coaches go away from their kid when they got a game like that.
Well, they home right now, and I understand why they comments is heavy on the shit.
got idle time.
No, we still playing.
Yeah,
But they say idle time is the devil's playground.
I mean, you got enough time to do that. I get it. We don't have time to type back.
they on Twitter fingers now. So y'all play where?
We play at Butler.
All right.
The band coming too.
All right. Shout out to the band, We Great Band, and the Flag Girls.
Come on, give me one. Give it to me.
I'm going with Butler. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shabazz.
I can't wait.
If I knew she was going with Butler, I would have went with
No, it's okay.
Shabazz.
Thank
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
I'm going with Butler because of the home field advantage. I want to make that
On the blue
clear.
turf.
Not that I
On the
think
blue
that.
turf. They got blue turf.
Not that I think
You had
that
to
you
get that
guys
cleared
can.
by Boise, because don't Pope got blue turf, but you're not allowed to play on it because Boise didn't
I
okay
don't
it.
know that,
Right?
but they got real blue turf. They
Don't
they
Irvington
got the
got blue
boys.
turf?
No.
No.
Irvington
track
home,
is- the track
They got
is
home
blue.
turf.
Yeah, I'm talking about a whole blue field,
Oh.
a whole blue field, right? You know?
No, Irvington home turf.
It's blue.
They home
Oh.
turf.
You know what? I cannot.
Shout out to Irvington. Nobody playing with y'all.
So I did, when we talked about the PC seniors, I did want to shout out Keyshawn Faison, Hassan Moore.
That was
Prep. Yep. That's what I know. I did PC already, so I wanted to make sure. Xavier Miles, shout out to you.
Shout out to Big Body X. Hey yo, look. Shout out to my man. Shout out to King's dad, Keyshawn Faison Ron. Man, I seen something he put on. King just turned 18, and how he built the credit for his son up now. Kid got 2 Amexes, all these cards, and his credit, like he could do whatever he wanted. They already starting off at a 700. And normally that's what the other people do for their kids, and to see a brother put that in motion for his son, that's just incredible. So salute to you, bro. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, shout out to you, King, and we wish you well. Aljamair Davis.
Aljamair.
That's another senior that is at home. I know there's a lot of seniors, but some seniors that we spoke about during the show this year and that are home. Aljamair Davis, moving right on to the next segment, which is our under-recruited players. Aljamair Davis is mine. He had 54 receptions at 777 yards this year. He also is a DB.
I think he would have been one of the highest DBs out here. They got him playing receiver and only catching fade balls. You know,
and he scored almost every time. I wish I had his touchdown.
So, can I say something? I'm listening to y'all as the team get knocked off, and y'all giving out the advice, and y'all wishing them well, and it just remind me like.
Just know.
Yo, you remember when they got axed? Like whenever you get killed in the Hunger Games, your face go up there. Your face go up there in the Hunger Games.
With all this stuff from.
Like that's what I'm seeing all these names and all that shit. It's like
no,
these dudes just got axed.
Today, the reason why I wanted to shout them out is because they are seniors and they aren't in the playoffs anymore, right? So more than likely, we're not going to talk about them for the next few weeks. So I wanted to make sure.
The hardest thing ever in the world, man, and I said this, me and my son having this, me and Lil Nas having this conversation riding to school. And I'm like, damn, like when you doing something all your life since 5 years old, all the way through, you never see it coming to an end. And the moment it comes to a cease at high school, you like reality really sets in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even with me, I'm just keeping this thing going along as long as I can with my sons. Like I'm enjoying the journey because I know it's going to end.
Yeah, I've been joking around a lot today, but that's something that's definitely real. And I think if the seniors, and you can never expect them to know how 99.9% of everybody else is going to feel. That feeling is unlike any other feeling when you play your last high school football and game. Even if you raise the trophy, it's still a sad feeling. But when you don't raise that trophy, and you got to turn in that equipment as a senior, you have no idea the pain you feel with that. And I think if kids understood that, they'd really sell out everything to play, every snap, every possession for their brothers, because you guys are creating memories with people that after a little while, you won't see again, and it'll fade, and all you have is the memories.
That's right.
Just remember that the destination is the journey, and that's what's happening, right? Each game, you're thinking, oh, what's the destination? What's the destination? You've arrived at the destination, and it is right here and right now that you show up. That's how you show up like that every game, every time, and just keep doing what y'all doing. You never know. Your story for high school, it may be that it's over, but it's just the beginning.
Yeah, man. Right. I mean, I want to stress that too for the seniors specifically. Like, sacrifice your body. You know what I'm saying? Take one for the team. Do the things you have to do to give your team that one more shot at achieving their goals. Because I promise you, when it's all over, you never think about the plays you made. All that rings in your head is the plays you didn't make and what you could have done. That's all you're going to remember. And for some of you, that's what you guys will be remembered for, period. You know, what you didn't do. All of the good things you did.
We just talked about that.
Forget about that.
Yeah.
You know?
So the other under-recruited player that I wanted to talk about, he's also a senior. I'm apologizing. Adonis White, 122 carries, 844 yards. He plays for West Orange. And I think personally that He's a dog. He's another person that
Another
you know
one.
and listen, look at his film, see what he's about. So shout out to you too as a senior.
Yeah, shout out to Adonis, man.
Y'all got anybody for under
Hey,
recruited?
shout out to no. My man, Miles Sneed, Sackmaster Flex.
Oh, he's a senior too.
He's a senior, man. He's a dog. Deserve a shot somewhere. Been busting his behind since he was a youngin'. Watched him develop, you know, and being the forefront of that West Orange defense, you know, definitely under recruited kid. Definitely need his light. So shout out to you, Miles.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some kids that we missed out. If you wanted to have a shout out to any of your seniors, leave it in the comments. Shout out some of your seniors.
I think we have missed out on Jaden Williams, a safety at St. Joe's. He has the size, the physicality, everything. He's been a beast, and you know, like we talked about that playbook with Weekway when you under pressure. Like when we shooting this show, you know, we under pressure to, you know, have it all together quickly, right? So you go to what you know, right? The names you hear and say all day, every day, and you forget about some of the other names that you don't say. Like Jaden Williams is a dog. Like whoever gets Jaden Williams, it's gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? Spencer Davila, dog. Vin Ferrara, well, he's young. Don't go Ramen, Keep It a Buck family. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Keep It a Buck family. Ramen Ferenzi. But he's disruptive as hell, you know.
Your guy you plugged me with, believe it or not, it's crazy. I would say that, and you probably never even met him, but
I think I got the plug from TT.
wow, Bashay Sanders,
yeah.
Number 4, Malcolm X Shabazz. He's a dog, all around player, punt return, defense, running back, slot receiver, quarterback.
No, go ahead. I got it from Nate's mom. That's where I got that plug from. Yeah,
Sherelle. For blessing us with that.
Yeah.
Exceptional talent that he has. And our quarterback, Nasir Smith. I'm gonna keep saying that. Shout out to Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson came to check him today. He loves him. I feel like he's just underrated kid.
It's Chris Johnson.
Quarterback coach. He was offensive coordinator at Hudson Catholic. He came to check him out and just was like, "Whoa, kid is very under recruited."
Shout out to, speaking of quarterbacks under recruit, Nigel Jennings of Patterson Eastside. You know, Eastside High. Balling. You know, he was a kid that was at Bergen Catholic. You know, couldn't afford. He didn't want to switch positions. Went over there, balling out, looks the part, everything. Shout out to him.
Okay.
So
All right. So that's our under recruited players of the week. And remember, we would like you to shout out your seniors in the comments. Let us know who you got winning, Shabazz or Butler. Nas needs some company. And Delbarton or Bosco. Let us know who you got. All right. And that's it. Another episode of
Keep it a buck.
Hey.
Peace.